My favorite
Teacher
fashion
rides
accessory
cyclone.
is Jacob's reading glasses, because he has, you know, we have this list we're going to go through today on the show, and he got so excited about it because you were talking about the Invisible Man.
He brought his reading glasses. Yeah, I think we're going to get a call a little later in the show from Joy Lynn, who I'm not sure if you've met her before. She's a comedian down in Austin, Texas.
I definitely have met her.
Without a doubt. She's a big comedy fan, first and foremost, and she's very supportive of all the comics come down. And just in a conversation with her one night a couple years ago when I was down there, she had made the thing we brought up before, how she was saying superheroes with superpowers, like their superpowers don't make a lot of sense. And the best example I had for that was, she said the Invisible Man, there's so much, as my house will tell you, dust and things flying around in the air constantly.
Yeah.
I have a very dusty house for some reason. There's no way an Invisible Man can live there, because the point she was making was they'd be covered by so much just things in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
That
just
very
cling to
quickly
him.
you'd see an Invisible Man.
Joy.
Yeah, very quickly you would see an Invisible Man. And that's like, and she had a bunch of those, so I thought she can call in later, but.
Because we're going to go. Well, Jacob has this list that I think this is like a lifelong devote. First off,
Yeah,
I
this
learned
was an
something.
office conversation.
This was an office conversation where I learned. I didn't know Jacob was. I knew he was into sharks. We've talked about it on the show at length.
So what I thought over the years was, after thinking about the Titanic,
After thinking about
this
the
is
Titanic
what I've done
so much.
into my adulthood, is that I've determined that most superheroes would have been completely useless on board the Titanic.
Well, anyway, to get to our subject here, because I'm very excited about this, and I know you did a lot of paperwork. You did a thesis, it appears, on this.
Yeah,
In my
Jesus.
mind, I've spent way too many years.
You focused all of your getting puss effort into instead.
I've done both. I never.
Those worlds have never collided.
No,
Did you ever rolled
not at
off?
all.
Did you ever rolled off and be like, "You want to talk about the Titanic?"
Jay, I know when not to talk about things. I'm only humiliating myself for the show right now.
Yeah.
You're not humiliating yourself at all. I love this subject.
This is great.
Yeah.
So you say that superheroes.
You say no superhero would be useful on
A
the
very
Titanic?
short list.
What's the short list? Give us the list, because then we can prove
Well,
you
like
wrong.
Superman obviously can pick up the ship and just bring it to New York.
Sure.
You can or you could just fix it.
Yeah.
But most
Who else?
superheroes
Who else is on the
can't.
list?
That can just fix the
that,
ship.
That would help out. Iron
A
Man?
little more, yeah. Iron Man, if he has the ship, if he has his suit, Iron Man could go in and
Fix
fix it where the iceberg open the seams. Yes.
Yeah. What about Aquaman?
Dan, bingo. That's the big one. And I want to, if you don't mind, I want to leave that one to last because
You don't think he'd be helpful?
I'm not going to, no, I have a big theory on it, but he's probably the most, because he's the king of the sea.
Yeah.
And he's got
Poseidon's the king of the sea.
Thank you
well,
very much, Jay.
modern sea.
I don't know if you
I'm just going to say, I'm going to leave Aquaman to
in his
last.
face, you know?
Sorry, I'm a bit of an Iliad file.
Yeah, sorry.
Not Iliad.
So I'll give you this one.
I'm more,
I'll give you, I'll go through a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
Popular one, Wolverine. Super healing powers, adamantium claws, right? Can he save the ship? No.
no.
He can't save the
But
ship.
I would never think that Wolverine could. I'm trying to come up with the ones that can, like...
Well, I'm going through a popular one. I'm trying to prove to you, Dan, how useless superheroes are on a ship. They can't really do anything.
So you're saying all these
Their powers are
superheroes-
worthless on a sinking ship.
I'll tell you what, Justice League movies, Aquaman would definitely keep Christine occupied while the ship was going down.
Yeah.
I mean, just tagging her up.
That torso.
Christine checks out when Jason Momoa is on the screen.
What happened?
She just checks out when there's a picture of
It's
Jason
true.
Momoa on the
So
screen.
do I almost.
Yeah, I get it. I just want to know what he's up to. What are your weekend plans? Is that water cold? Where'd you get the tattoos? Did the
Where'd you get your work done, man?
do the fish tattoo you?
Are your eyes that perfect?
Do you just want to lay in bed and watch the sun come up? So,
What's it like, the genetic jackpot like that, man?
I mean, yeah, that guy. Imagine that guy. Imagine your girlfriend being friends with that guy.
Oh, she's
No.
like, what? He just goes shopping with me.
You go, what? Jason's just my friend. You go, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't.
They always say things like, no, he's like too muscular and
Oh,
like
I
big
hate
and
that.
stuff.
I had an ex-girlfriend that would say that all the time about Pete, my roommate. She'd be, he's just like too handsome. You're like, oh yeah, that's
That's a thing.
that,
Well,
that.
Christine, well, how I-
gross,
how I know-
gross, too
how-
handsome.
How I know a guy is that Christine really is attracted to, she always goes, no, they're too pretty.
Yeah,
She doesn't-
yeah, that's what she said. She didn't say too handsome. She said too pretty. But Jason Mimosa hanging
Momoa.
Momoa
Mimosa.
hanging
Jason Orange Juice Champagne. I could think of a few that I bet. Who's the list of people who could help? You said it's a very short list. I bet I can think of more.
Me too.
And
That's
how?
the whole thing. Because of course, like you can think of who can't help. Magneto.
Magneto can. Yeah.
Yeah,
Magneto could save the ship, but would he?
you're right. Doesn't matter.
I don't think he would. That's the problem.
Yeah, he
What if you
would.
tell him it was all Jews on the boat?
True.
That means something to him.
Yeah.
He's real big into Judaism.
He's a Heb.
If you can pull that off.
If he could pull it off, fuck
I mean,
you.
if you can convince him,
What about Apocalypse? The motherfucker could change time and space.
sure.
I mean, listen, this is your fight. You want to take this fight to me?
No, I don't have a big list of people who can. I have,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man can't save the Titanic, and
Could save people though. He could do a web. He could do a web net, and they can sit
and do what?
Connected
And hook
to
it to what?
Connected to what? That is true.
the
There's a
boats.
problem.
He can't save
Lifeboats.
anybody.
He could put the webs in between the light boats and have them people float there. You know, like a netting.
He could make some sort of a weird net boat.
Net boat.
If you wanna-
net boat with Spider-Man, dude. Peter Parker, Queens.
Jay, I mean, Dan, if you want to be
Listen, I'm
childish
Dan.
about, you want to approach this as an adult?
Yeah, I
Is
do.
that really
do I wanna be
realistic?
childish
or-
about superheroes on the Titanic?
I'm trying to have an
question.
adult
It's a
conversation
real
with
good
you about
question.
this.
Okay.
He is
I'm just
giv-
gonna
he's
keep.
giving you the benefit of the doubt, and he's trying to treat you like an adult, and you are failing.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I had the great idea of net boats.
Spider-Man can save himself, but he cannot save
How can, he
anyone on board.
how can he save himself?
Because he has superhuman hero power, so
Right.
he can potentially survive in the water until he's picked up by the Carpathia.
I don't think a spider would survive
Yeah,
in
I don't
water.
think so either. Spiders aren't good in water. That's why I
I
flush
mean,
them.
Peter Parker heals fast, so he's got extraordinary strength.
What about
There's actually your strength, but
what about Batman and his stupid boat?
yeah, Batman's always got a boat
No.
or a
So
gadget.
you have to base this on Bruce Wayne is a passenger on board the Titanic.
Without
now,
his suit.
does he have his suit?
Yes.
Of course.
All right,
Always
but
brings
now
the
here's
goddamn
another
suit.
thing.
Goddamn.
Does he preparing for a shipwreck? Is the suit cold proof?
Yeah,
Does he sink in it?
probably.
So I'm saying Batman. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He plans for everything that he can save himself, but he cannot save the ship or the passengers.
Okay.
You can be ridiculous and say he brought a bat welding thing, but
I
that's
won't even.
nonsense.
I wouldn't say that ridiculous statement to you, Jacob. I know how serious you take this.
Yes.
I would, but I'd say maybe though he has like that Michael Knight Rider thing where he can he's a
Yeah.
button push away from having a boat sent out,
Yeah.
and that boat could have the supplies to fix
And
Titanic.
or he could have like the bat, the air bat, like the
Batwing.
Batwing. Thank you, Jay. I couldn't find that word.
1912 technology.
I mean, listen, Batman was ahead of his time always. I mean, I still couldn't tell you how to make a grappling hook gun, but we've all just accepted that it's a thing.
And he's got a belt.
I'll give you one that's, I mean, obvious to everyone, but fascinating. Who has a horrific death? The Thing.
He's rocks.
He's rock. He sinks faster than the ship
Probably hurts the boat.
and dies by he can't breathe underwater, so he's just the Thing underwater.
It's called
Could he
drowning.
swim though? He might be able to swim
Sinks
really
2.5
hard and fast.
No.
No, yeah, the thing, but that's like an easy one to pick. Of course, Juggernaut would fucking die on the Titanic.
The Flash is an interesting one.
You can't run across
because
the wall.
how fast
You
he
can.
can. The Flash can, but how fast? I mean,
I bet fast enough he could save every person. He can't. I was going to hold that one. He can't save the boat.
But he
No.
can save
He can
people.
save every person.
I was thinking about that. I don't know enough about him to know how fast and how much strength he has to go, 2,500 times to the shore and back.
The Green Lantern can save the boat. And
Yes.
himself
Yes,
and
with the
everybody.
ring, he can create a thing where he can put everyone in it with a light bolt and fly to
Again,
safety.
how
And
much
now you-
power does his ring have?
A
Can
lot.
he transport
Yes.
He doesn't
the
have
ship
trans-
and everybody
He doesn't have transport.
1,000 miles?
He could make the boat. He can make a ship surround the initial ship if he
Yeah.
wanted to.
Good call.
He can do
Jay, are you Green Lantern?
anything.
Jay, are you the Green Lantern?
I am Jay Okerson. You know that.
Oh, sorry.
Mild-mannered radio host.
Here's one that's a judgment call.
Mild-mannered comedian.
Here's a judgment call. Wolverine, I know we mentioned him.
Yeah,
but
you
he can't
really have
save
the
the ship.
thing- Yeah.
He can't save people on board, but does he survive? What do you think?
Of course he does. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. He's
Why,
got the healing
Jay?
power.
Why does he survive? Because
Yeah.
he can't be killed. He's constantly healing.
He can Wolverine swim? Basically, if I said, Dan,
Oh, he's
tread
not black.
water.
Well, he is. Jay, he is
water.
filled with animanium. He's
Exactly.
filled with adamantium.
He's
Black Panther.
filled with weight. Can he swim or
Black
does he
Panther
sing?
threw him in the water just trying to keep his hair out of the fucking from getting wet.
But by thinking
Cage.
about this way too long, I've determined
Mhm.
if Wolverine gets a hold of 2 life vests, he'll need one for his normal body weight and one for the to compensate for the adamantium. Then he can survive.
I think he dies. I think he drowns. And I think
goes down
Storm.
a rock.
And I think Storm saves people. I think she changes the weather so it freezes.
Storm could freeze.
Can't freeze the ocean.
Oh, it's salt water.
No, I mean how she can't.
Wait,
You know what?
I
It's
guess you can,
possible
you can.
she can freeze that section around it.
That's
Yeah.
it, and just stop it from going
But
down.
how much ocean can she freeze?
As much
To
ocean
save
as
an entire ship.
You just got to
would-
freeze enough as around the Titanic.
Yeah, and just wait till the backup gets there. Keep
She
using
could-
her powers.
She could change the weather of an entire
give you that one.
state.
Jubilee. She can melt the side of the boat back together with her powers. I mean, dog.
Can we get
go on,
Flash
Alex.
Gordon involved so I can play the song?
Yeah, Flash Gordon's there. There it is.
Is he a
Thank you.
I don't
superhero?
really consider him.
No, you don't consider him?
No, yeah. What's our criteria now? How about Buck Rogers?
What about Thundercats?
I love Buck Rogers.
I mean, we're going all over the place on here. G.I. Joe involved.
Thundercat. What's the Apache? What's his name?
Apache Chief.
Apache Chief. How about Apache Chief?
He can grow tall, so what?
He can go because he can go under the boat
And lift it up.
and lift the boat up.
Like
There's no
like
lift
it's a
what?
bath
He's
toy.
got to stand on something. What is he standing on?
Ocean floor, dog.
But he can grow gigantic. Once he's in the water and he grows
How big? You got to say he's not gigantic enough to hold a ship out. Of the
Oh,
water.
they made Apache Chief pretty goddamn big now.
Yeah, what about Ant-Man when he does the reversal when he gets all big?
Ant-Man saves the place.
He can't
completely.
sustain that for long.
Yeah, but he can sustain it until help gets there. He
You
can
just
get
gotta
really
get
big.
it and just give a football
Help.
toss.
I don't
Doesn't-
think you like the fact that your
Help was
theory's just
2.5
seeping
hours
through your
away.
fingers.
I'm right about that.
No, you're not.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You have instead of getting laid, you have a room in your house with a bunch of red yarn connecting pictures
Yeah.
of superheroes.
Hey,
It's not
beautiful
fair.
hey, beautiful mind. It's still sinking.
Hey, did I want?
Venom.
Who
Venom
said
could save it.
Who said yesterday we're doing this tomorrow?
Me.
You.
I'm very excited about the topic.
I do all of this.
I love this topic.
Right.
I just think that
Is it good for my personal life? Probably not.
No, but I think it's a good topic for this Lost Tapes, and that's
your
good for
personal life's going to
Why
turn
I'm
around.
doing it.
Your whole personal life's going to turn around.
Which is
when
why
we-
I put this nerd list together.
We're dealing with superheroes, and
are.
could they have saved the Titanic? This is something that our producer Jacob Patat has thought in
Jacob
depth
spent a lot
about.
of time.
A lot of time.
trying to get his life lined up in a way that he could tell people how he's better than superheroes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Similar-
Oh, yeah? So, yeah, Spider-Man seems pretty great.
Oh, cool.
But me and him are on the Titanic. We're both going down, motherfucker.
Oh, you like Hawkeye? Well, too bad he ain't gonna shoot an arrow into the fucking ocean.
Hawkeye,
There you go. Simple.
Black Widow's
Hawkeye
dead.
couldn't do shit.
They're just human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Widow garbage. Now, I believe you said yesterday we were having an argument about the Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk definitely could help.
Definitely could. He's got
See,
that strength.
I disagree.
Now, what you said is, what's he pushing off of? Because I said he can get under the boat and jump out of the water. It doesn't matter. He's so strong. He could definitely go to the bottom of the ocean
Yes.
and then push off, come up fast, grab Titanic en route, and he literally jump to a state. He could jump like across the United States, Hulk.
No. The Hulk cannot go 2.5 miles down to the bottom of the ocean and jump up.
I think
But
you're
you're wrong
doubting
about
that.
that.
2.5
He's the angriest man in the world.
No, come on.
Well, do you know his secret?
You wanna-
Is that he's always angry.
Always, dude.
Jay, do you want to have an adult conversation about this?
I'd love to. I'd love to.
In reality, the Hulk can't save the ship or the passengers.
I don't think you want him to save the ship, Jacob. I'm going to say it. I think you like the fact that the Titanic's underground, because then you can have your little theories about displaced hairbrushes.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to save it. I think Jay and I'm going to say this, Jay, if it's all right with you, I think we want to save the people on the Titanic. I think if it was up to Jay and I, that Titanic would have got to New York, but it didn't. And you know what we're trying to do is find the superheroes who could have made it happen. So Jacob, yeah, Wolverine's dead and Black Widow's dead, but you know who's alive? The Green Lantern.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a hero.
I have a dark
Flash.
view on one of them.
I need a hero.
I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night.
And I'll say this, we've listed so many, I don't know if we need another hero.
I like that one. That was good.
I'm kind of hoping, I was waiting for Tina Turner.
We don't need another hero.
Here's something, though, you have to think about. Because I have way too long.
Yeah, no, but
The
Jay and
Hulk can't survive. Let's be realistic. Can't save the ship or the people on board. But can he survive? The answer is yes. But who picks him up? He's a green monster in the middle of the ocean. What ship is going to pick
how does
this
he
guy
survive?
up?
Do you think he can swim?
Unless he can swim 1,000 miles to the shore.
I bet he can, and I bet he can do it
I
fast.
think he
He's so
will.
strong. I think he can get in front of the boat, actually, or behind the boat, and
Tow it!
and just tow it. Yeah, he could tow it. That
Tow
he could do.
swim. You didn't think tugboat Hulk?
No, you can't. It's leaking. He can't.
Dude, he's
he
a
can't
hero.
Doesn't matter. He can pull it.
He's such a hero.
pull it. It's sinking.
Dude, no way. He ties it. This is the montage right here where they go, guys, throw those ropes down to Bruce Banner. He's about to be angry. And he goes, guys, I'm going to get angry. Let me hold this rope and tow the ship.
First thing I was thinking is, thank God he wore baggy dick pants.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Because you don't see that
That
huge
was a big
green
day.
cock.
Now, when he emerges from the water, you're definitely going to see some outline of his
Oh,
dong,
yeah.
and I bet it's gonna turn some heads. But mostly everyone's going to be excited that they got to the shore.
Yeah, and they're alive. They're cold, but they're alive.
Here's
They're
one.
cold. They're wet. They're rich. They're a little bitchy about the whole thing.
Yeah.
But they get a slice of that,
Sweet American Pie.
oh boy.
I think Hulk saves it. I didn't think of the toe job.
Hulk saves it.
You can't tow something that's got a hole that's sinking. I don't know what we're.
But he's strong and it doesn't matter.
To what?
To
To
pull
just
it.
pull it.
And the water comes out of the hole because it's moving so fast.
The thing doesn't go up and break it.
You're making a mockery of
Jacob,
this.
it doesn't.
Jacob's face just goes.
Jacob, it doesn't go up and break.
Okay.
It doesn't go up and break in half. It doesn't go up and break in half if Hulk starts towing it right away.
Yeah, it doesn't snap.
He's an animal. He's not going to go there and figure out how. He's not going to waste
more
time.
water if they're going at speed.
No, I understand, but he can hold it up. He's super strong.
Yeah,
There's
dude.
nothing to hold up. He's not standing on anything.
Swimming.
He can
He's
hold.
kicking his fucking big giant green feet.
Yeah, and with his hands, he's holding it up. Maybe he's back floating.
Butterfly stroke. Did you ever think about that, Phelps?
Yeah,
There's one that maybe can save.
Or we're
the
just going to
ship.
write off the Hulk can do it.
I will fight with you about the
All right.
Hulk.
Okay.
Sure, Jacob.
I thought we were having a dialogue here.
God,
I didn't realize I was being talked
You know,
at.
you could be such a fucking prick. I didn't know you could be such a fucking asshole.
Johnny Storm
You're useless.
can maybe.
Let me say this: Human Torch.
Can maybe weld the ship.
Yes.
And if he cannot do that, because let's say it just things happened too fast, he didn't know what was going on, can potentially save everyone by warming up the water around the people in the
True,
ocean.
so no one freezes to death.
Yes.
Also,
Long enough for a ship to come there.
he's a human flare gun. He just goes in the sky.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny
I do
Blaze.
say
Useless.
minor
Johnny Blaze,
character,
that's
but
what
he
I'm saying.
can save
He
the
melts-
ship.
He can
No,
melt.
that's Johnny Storm.
Oh, Johnny Storm. Johnny Blaze.
Ghost Rider.
Oh, dead.
Useless.
Dead, bro.
Dead again.
Goes from dead to dead, bro.
So that's for sure.
Also,
I'll
my
give you that.
favorite Method Man moniker when he calls himself Johnny Blaze.
It's a good one.
It is.
You want to get to the big one, Aquaman?
Yes.
This is my
Yeah.
last, and this is a judgment call.
All right. I mean, you're going to be wrong if you say he doesn't save the ship.
I don't think Aquaman saves I don't think the ship is saved because look, if you want to go
Goodbye.
after
Goodbye. I
Yeah,
can't.
we're done.
I can't.
We're going to pack this thing, guys.
Goodbye. I mean, what are we doing
If you want to be
here?
an executive producer of the Bonfire, please be a rational human being and send your resume to the
I mean, this
Bonfire.
is just crazy talk now.
Sirius XM.
All right, go ahead. He doesn't save the boat. I'll listen.
That's
Look,
Jay
I'm not
walking
going
around.
at this like a kid. He's not going to put please summon 50 whales to prop the ship up.
He could. He could have a
No,
fleet
no,
of dolphins.
How many whales is it going to take to fill that hole? I mean, he cracked it.
Fill the hole. He's got to push the ship up. They're not welders.
No, they could put the ship up, but
No, but they can block the hole with their big whale bodies.
Jacob, if you're going to be an asshole about this, I don't even want to go down this road.
I'm saying no.
If me and you were in a
Doesn't
rowboat
have
and it was
the
going
ability
down,
to stop the ship from sinking.
if me and you were in a rowboat and we broke a hole underneath the boat
Yeah.
at one point, I would go underneath the boat and let my belly suck into the hole. And that's what I assume these whales would do.
Jacob goes, oh, it's weird. It's all squishy.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Forget superheroes. How about if we got Billy Mays on the boat and he was there with that black paint that seals the ship?
The black paint, the ShamWow guy.
Yeah.
ShamWow got to be very important.
All right, so back to Aquaman. Why is it that Aquaman doesn't save him?
If we're going, I don't know Aquaman enough. I'm saying you can. I've heard two things on Aquaman. If you're saying he can control the fish,
heard Aquaman's gay.
he can control the animals in the sea, then I guess he can tell them to do what he wants.
Yeah,
but
he can.
I'm
He
saying
controls them with
this:
mind power.
he doesn't control them. He can communicate
them.
with them. So then it's free will of the animals. Whether they
well,
save the
this
ship.
is-
She says he's got to go through a convincing process, and some of the fish are just
And,
like,
yes.
you know what? I have a wedding.
No,
I'd love to.
You're going to show you my cynical view of humanity here.
Oh. Dark
There is
Jacob.
stories that reports that people on the ship of the Titanic before they sank were taking. This was 1912. There's no laws. They were just taking pot shots at dolphins. And that was a time when whaling was huge.
Right.
So if Aquaman asked,
if you'd like to join me on the southern starboard, I'll be shooting at dolphins, or as I call them, sea negroes. I don't want them. They breathe and scream at me the way I do when I pass through poor parts of town.
Dorsal fin.
Oh, it just clean off. Oh, how fun is this trip? Nothing will go wrong.
Now, what you're saying is, why would the fish? So you're saying
he's asking them, please save these people. And they're like, what?
The fish are
what
gonna
are the
be
whales going to say? They kill everybody. They kill all our family.
Well, how about
Why
whales?
should we help them?
Why wouldn't you say whales are better than humans and they can rise above it? And go, you know what?
Maybe they're
It's
better
possible.
than
It's a judgment call. That's
Or
why I
fu-
said it's a judgment call, and it shows my view of humanity. I say the animals decide not to help.
I'll tell you
they
what.
do.
I'll tell you what. You get 1,000 sharks, it's fine. And the sharks are, you don't have to convince them why they should. So, and in fact, Aquaman will probably be like, and look, anything that falls off the boat is yours.
It's your-
Yeah. He goes, guys, I'm gonna play it like this. I'm
Any
fine.
idiot who falls off the boat who's that close to the rail on a sinking ship,
That's all you guys.
that's on you.
We're
I'm
saying
gonna tell
everyone's
everybody-
going to go into the water.
No, he's like, I'm gonna give everyone a presentation about how they need to stay in the middle of the boat. I'm gonna have my fleet of sharks. Fucking
But there's
Bop, bop, bop,
thousands
bop.
of people on this boat.
a couple are gonna fall off.
A couple are going to fall off.
You and your boys are gonna get to gnaw on some stuff.
You know
Just not
how
Rose and Jack.
You know how in life you always want to seem cool.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of the shows I'm not going to be able to listen back to.
Oh, dude, you'll be fine. Your shark knowledge
Dude,
mixed with your wreckage.
Your wreckage knowledge, you're holding firm on your stances.
My wreckage knowledge is tight.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Mad
dope.
tight.
It's airtight. It's so tight it's
Yo,
not
Jacob's,
sinking.
Jacob's wreckage knowledge, mad tight.
Yo, it's ill.
Yo, I didn't even give you a tenth of what I know about that.
Oh, baby girl.
Yo, I guess that means you have to come back next morning for breakfast. Am I right or am I right, baby
If you want to
girl?
lay in bed and talk about ship wreckage, I ain't got the time.
Yo, before you fall
What?
asleep,
What are you
baby.
gonna say, Black Lou?
I wanted to ask Jacob, superhero Jacob, what about Superman? Because from what I understand, the boat took a while for it to sink. So if he could lift one boat up, part of the boat up, fly to shore at supersonic speeds, come right
Oh,
back.
he said right from
I
the
said
beginning. He said right from the beginning.
Superman
Superman can definitely do it.
You
Oh,
could
okay,
just
I
pick
didn't
up
hear
the
that
boat
part.
and fly it to New
Yeah,
York.
what about
or
Thor?
fix it.
Thor could do that.
Thor definitely saved the boat
Thor saves the boat.
I don't know how he saves the boat. I'm trying to think of the,
because he puts a rope on the front of the boat and the back of the boat, holds it in the middle, and holds his hammer up, and the hammer starts flying him
See,
somewhere else.
what can he do? Summon an electrical storm? Is
Doesn't
that
have
good?
to summon anything.
Is that
No,
really good?
He doesn't have to summon an electrical storm. He flies with the
So he
hammer.
holds the ship and he twirls his hammer all the way for 1,000 miles.
Yeah?
1,000 miles. That's a clip for Thor. Come on,
That
man.
ain't shit.
Save a life.
Dude, he's from a
What are
different
you,
world.
Corey
He's from
Feldman? You won't be sick for a month to save yourself from AIDS for the
Yeah.
rest of your life?
Do you
You
know
don't
what-
think you can take a 1,000-mile trip?
Do you know door to door Asgard to here?
I mean, yeah. And he did that for fucking Natalie Portman's pussy.
He was in a long-distance relationship with Natalie Portman.
And she broke up. He's doing all the interdimensional traveling. She walks away.
So you think, what, 1,000 miles with a ship on your hammers shit to him, dude? He used to have to come down when he was sick.
You know all the Natalie Portmans that are going to be on that boat ready to fucking suck his Nordic dick?
Oh, my God. I want to, even at the thought of this.
Oh, you just get the splooge of Odin's son all over your back and face?
Oh, great.
Come on now.
Great Odin's son.
Jacob, I'm sorry. I thought you came here to have an adult conversation.
I'm sorry. I thought you came here to have a sensual conversation.
Make your jokes funny, guys.
Yeah, well, you're just mad that we proved Thor can save your ship.
Thor's definitely on the can-do list.
Thor's on it.
You know what? I got to think about that. I'm not even going to say you're wrong.
You can't
I'm not
say
saying you're wrong. You might be able to.
Robin? Dead.
Oh, what a yeah, of course.
Joker? Dead. Riddler? I got a riddle for you. Dead.
Yeah, I mean, he could entertain maybe while everyone's down.
Yeah, you could do some fun thought exercises.
I just got the doctor. The doctor is a woman. The doctor is his mother.
Sunrise is the beginning and the end.
I like the sympathy. Everyone knows it. It was his brother. His brother's the one who died, and it's why he's his father's son.
If you take 3 and then you add 2, it's 5. But then if you take it away, you're just left back with 3. Who else? Who else can save the Titanic? Because I think there's a lot more you're not giving.
Woman?
Cyclops.
Dead.
Wonder Woman, as useless as I always knew she was.
Yeah. Guess what?
She can save. She lives. She has power to. She has superhuman strength.
Fucking
she
stupid
can't save
twat.
anybody.
Stupid twat only sprung for the sports car of Invisible Jets. It's a 1-seater.
Yeah, cool.
She can bring a friend.
Hey, thanks. Let me get in your Miata. Your invisible Miata.
Hey, anybody want to escape in my invisible kayak? Yeah. Oh, it looks like there's only room for Wonder Woman.
Sorry, I can't.
What a bitch.
I can put the seat down if we're moving something.
If anybody wants to hang on the front and the back.
Cyclops seals the side of the boat with his laser eyes. He can.
It's possible. If they have enough scrap metal on that boat.
And again, here's the thing you got. He's not impervious to cold. The water is 28 degrees.
Yeah, but the second they hit that iceberg.
He doesn't know.
Now you're getting.
Now you're saying. So you're saying, okay. Well, it has to hit the iceberg, right? And then there's a time lapse. Then he has to know what's happening.
How about
he's a passenger?
How about Cyclops as the captain? And he knows what happens. How about you?
Jean Grey.
It's possible, but he has to go in the water, Dan.
No, you just go under. He just has to get down and fucking
below the. He has to go below the water where the break is.
His laser works in water.
Yeah, but can he survive long enough underwater?
We have to pop back up for a second. He goes back down.
He's a hero. So he probably.
You know how fast hypothermia.
You think any superheroes jumped into anything where he was like, "This is going to take a while"?
He could laser. I'm going to give you something.
Superheroes. That's a great point, Jay. Superheroes aren't mildly inconvenienced in bail. Superman goes, "Hey, did you guys hear that person yell for help?" He goes, "I am next in line."
Is there anybody else?
I'm not going to say you can't do it.
Any other superheroes getting this?
I'm going to give you this.
He does it the way I do with responding to texts. Where you go, I guess.
Can you switch my 4 o'clock with that 2 o'clock? Yeah, I can.
Just mildly, they're not heroes. They're just fucking super mutants who are just mildly inconvenienced. You go, what is it? A bank robbery? How far?
Can we do a TV show called Super People? Yeah. They all have powers, but none of them really want to be superheroes in any way. But they do want to wear costumes.
They go, did you get that? Did you get that?
Someone's robbing the bank over on so and so. He goes, that's gonna.
Wait, hold on.
I got a 5 o'clock reservation.
He goes, west or east? West 72nd? I'm good.
He's like,
is that bank backed by the FDIC? Yeah, we're cool.
He's like, well, I don't know if you know, none of my heroes are moving fast, so like,
oh god,
is it going to still be happening when I get there? If I go all the way to the Upper West,
babe, check Iron Man's Instagram. His Insta story.
Is he in New York?
Hey, he's not.
Okay, perfect. All right, perfect. Cool. Let me hang out. Let me call you back. I think I got somebody else who can handle.
I was just gonna watch another episode of Friday Night Lights.
Wait a second. I think hang on. Spider-Man might be around though, so hang on.
No, he's not. Him and Mary Jane went away for the weekend.
Fuck me running. All right, super people. Right. That's great. That's a great idea for a show. Yeah. Super people,
shitty people,
not superheroes. Mm-hmm. Super people.
And can I say I stand corrected because he can. The laser will warm up the water, so I say he can do it. You were right, Dan. I'm not here to argue. You convinced me.
I want to thank Charles Xavier for starting the school for special people. It's not me. This is Charles Xavier's victory.
It's all him.
Oh, by the way,
Charles Xavier
can't. He's dead.
He can't. Oh, although he can summon any superhero.
Well, he can put Thor.
Guys, silly?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna send it.
You're right.
Oh, could the Send It guy save this?
Yeah, does just send it?
He's a super person.
I mean, he jumps.
Gonna send it.
Yeah, maybe he jumps his ski-mobile over the Titanic, and everyone's so
I see.
impressed that they swim
When
out.
it's really high out of the water, he just doesn't.
Thunder!
Jessica Jones possibly could patch the hole with something.
She's strong.
What?
She's just like, she's indefinitely strong.
So is Luke Cage.
Luke Cage, yeah.
No,
No, he's not. He
Daredevil's dead. Punisher's dead.
Daredevil dead. Punisher.
Captain
useless.
America's dead.
How many people can do
Dead.
emergency welding with?
Winter Soldier dead.
Dead.
Colossus could probably pull the ship together because he's super strong.
He's not one of those, so yeah, possibly like swim the shore.
Yeah, Colossus.
If he doesn't
maybe.
rust.
Venom can do his like little black goo bag.
No.
Put 2,500 people in it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say maybe he can become the goo that fills the hole.
Ooh, yeah.
Could symbiotic fluid fill the hole
Yeah, symbiotic fluid.
in this real world we're living in?
Yeah, Jacob, can he open the symbiotic fluid to drain the water in and then plug the hole?
I honestly haven't thought about that one.
I was thinking
It's a
about that.
possibility.
Because now I'm getting involved in thinking of the Plastic Man from Fantastic Four.
Mr. Fantastic dead. I have that on my list.
What?
Here's
How?
the thing.
Fills the hole.
My favorite Biggie line of all
He
time.
can't stretch because of the cold water. He probably.
That's not true. You don't know that. You don't know him.
Cannot stretch.
You don't know him. You don't know him.
I researched.
Like he's older, and he has to
can't
stretch that much before he does something now. I mean, come on,
Yeah,
still a
let's see it.
superhero. The girl dead. Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Fantastic.
Everyone
No,
except
she
Mr.
can.
Fantastic.
She has
is dead.
force field. She can potentially stay in a bubble. But the thing I always thought about: how long can she sustain this bubble? Is not. You can't sustain it that
I mean,
long.
all your questions are like smaller questions that.
Yeah, you're questioning their.
Yeah, because
like,
it runs out. You can't have a
questioning
force
their
field
oomph.
forever.
You're
Yeah,
questioning their oomph
the
of what they want
reserve.
to do. Like,
But
are they like,
I did think about Sue Storm. It's a possibility. Then
Yeah, she
I don't
could
know how
dig-
long it lasts.
she could dig deep.
Yeah, she
on
got
that
to
one
want it.
game.
You got to
Okay,
really
listen,
want it.
You play a little harder in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Nick Foles did pretty bad against the Raiders regular season.
Awful.
I mean, came out and just lit up New England
yeah.
Patriots.
Won a Super Bowl. So
I'm just saying. And believe me, Titanic, if you're a superhero around for that, that's your Super Bowl of heroic
I mean,
adventure.
it's the Titanic.
Yeah.
It's the one. It's almost Super Bowl one.
It's your great white whale.
Hey, Captain Ahab, should we take another break?
In a few minutes here, because I still believe
You think there's more
Yeah, absolutely.
that can save this ship?
Black Panther, useless.
I don't know. Vibranium. You could, put there could be a vibranium tool to fix the boat.
Now you're assuming they brought a vibranium
Exactly.
tool to fix the boat. That's
Exactly.
I'm with
Alright.
you. You know
Anyway,
what?
let's
Sometimes
go.
I agree with you, Jacob. Dan really didn't come here prepared to have an adult
Oh, I'm
conversation.
going on a-
I'm sorry, who flipped Cyclops?
I'm
Who
going
flipped
on a
Cyclops?
cruise. I'm gonna
sorry. Who picked one of the X-Men that no one else picked and fucking saved the day?
Dan, you take your welding tools every time you go on a cruise.
No, but I do. You know what I do
Idiot.
take if I'm Cyclops?
Are you
I
going
take
to
my
have
laser.
fun
I take
or are
my
you gonna
laser.
work?
I take my laser eyes with me if I'm
Oh,
Cyclops.
you definitely take your laser.
I take my laser eyes with me if I'm
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
I mean,
Yes.
come on.
And I wear red sunglasses, just like Scott Summers did when he went on the honeymoon with Jean Grey. So yeah, I got my red sunglasses on, and I take them off, and I weld the side of the fucking Titanic because I'm Scott Summers, aka Cyclops.
He does
suck
not.
my dick.
He does I ain't scared of you
Cyclops ain't
motherfuckers.
scared of you, motherfuckers.
Cyclops definitely brings this thing. Every superhero brings their thing, for sure. In this one, absolutely.
Cyborg from Justice League.
He can escape. He's out.
He's safe.
He's
because he
saved a
saved
few
the
people.
ship.
I believe, and to go back to I think the Flash can take off 2 people at a time.
I thought about that. You could put them on an iceberg if he doesn't even have to go
He
all
doesn't
the
have
way
to go
to
all
the
the way. You're
coast.
right. Absolutely right. He just has to get to some version of land, and he could like under a second, he could take grab. I mean,
2,500 people is nothing. That takes. I'm just going to put this out there. Maybe 6 minutes.
I mean, Molly Brown was a big one, but you could,
She was.
but
she's also unsinkable, so we don't got to worry about it. You can leave her to last.
Fine. Yeah, just floating like a cherry on top of
He's
the
taking
fucking
people-
Trust me,
he's
as
taking
anybody that
people
knows
on.
about big Colorado broads, she's fine.
So he's taking people. You're saying he's taking people while the ship hasn't sunk yet.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
they go in the water,
Yeah.
The clock is ticking.
Yeah. And,
6 minutes at most for Flash to get everyone on the iceberg.
Tops. If you're last, you're like, this is taking a while. You've waited 6 minutes.
You're also
You're being
saying
a bit
there's
of a cunt.
the right iceberg that they can just sit on.
What hit the Titanic?
20
What hit the Titanic? It's a big ass
22
iceberg.
people, 2,200 people.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit on this iceberg.
Yeah.
All right. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't be mad that we're saving the world, Jacob. You know, this whole time I didn't know you were a supervillain. I think you want the Titanic to sink, and you're calling out all these heroes that can't save you.
Mr. Mixelplix.
Yeah.
It's me.
Say my name backwards. Tatab.
Tatab Bakaj.
Tatab Bakaj.
No, no, I'm going into a world.
Nightcrawler could just pop off, save himself.
Save everybody.
Nightcrawler?
Everybody. Because he can grab you. Poof, 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 poof.
I don't know him well enough to. Can he?
That's a good point, Jay.
transform
Well, I
from
know he's a German,
how-
and that is probably a sticking point with you.
I'm saying, how far can he transport? I don't know.
Anywhere.
Anywhere?
in the
Then yeah, he can.
In the galaxy,
To
he
a
can
warm
save
island. He
everybody.
can take them all to the Caymans.
Yeah. I'll tell you who comes up real big in this thing. Iceman.
Yeah, dude. Iceman just fucking
Iceman
makes a whole walkway.
Just makes a bridge. In fact, he can make a whole little ice island.
Ice island that walks over to a thing. So Iceman's good. Is
In
he on
fact,
your list?
Iceman
One of
doesn't-
the most important.
In fact, Iceman
for
doesn't even
this.
have to do anything near what we're saying. He could do
Absolutely.
exactly what you said. He could just freeze all the way down to the ocean floor. Just he can make basically a podium.
Yeah.
For the boat to sit on.
All right, we're joking again. We're back to joking.
No, how is that joking? That's
How's that
actually
a joke?
perfect logic.
How's
That's
that a
not a joke at all. I mean, you're being an asshole.
No, the water is moving. It's a current. It's 2.5 feet. I mean,
He's
2.5 miles.
He's making a frozen thing right through
Iceman.
it.
I got caught.
All he does
I got caught arguing.